I think people love woodlands. Woodlands make people feel good. So it's a fairly logical step, I suppose, to improve a woodland by planting things that look nice in them, so they're not just green most of the time. One could say that woodland gardening is anybody doing anything vaguely garden related in a woodland. For the purposes of this book, woodland gardening is a style of gardening, normally with 3 layers. There has to be trees involved somewhere along the line, not necessarily over the plant. Sometimes the trees are at the back, or a backdrop, or sometimes in someone else's garden. And then you have a layer of shrubs like magnolias, rhododendrons, camellias, maples, that sort of thing. And then you've got an understory, which is often bulbs, so it's things like bluebells, and snowdrops, and trilliums, and erythroniums, and perennials, that sort of thing. So you've got 3 layers planted in an informal environment in woodland. We like to say it's the artful, making it look like you're not actually intervening at all. It's not like a rose bed, which you can see everything's planted in straight lines and everything's clipped and it's been gardened. The woodland garden is meant to look like it all just grew there naturally. And of course, there is somebody paddling like mad when you're not looking, taking the weeds out and cutting things back. But the idea of a woodland garden is it looks natural. And that's one of the reasons that people like them so much, is that you feel like you're going for a walk in a wood, which is kind of what you are. You generally have acid soil. Most of these plants that we're talking about enjoy acid soil, and so that does include most of Scotland, for example, and large parts of the British Isles. And you generally find these gardens in a maritime climate, where you've got not particularly cold in winter, not too hot in summer, and with a good amount of rainfall. Most of the plants in woodland gardens come from mountains with plenty of rainfall. The Himalayas, for example, have monsoon rain in the summer. And so these are not plants for dry climates. These are plants for places like Scotland that have plenty of rainfall.